It's the stupid Rage Baity BRB screen. Ah. Yes, it was. It was the screen. But we're back. So basically, the whole setup broke. That's basically what happened. Um, Sadly. And I had to like reboot the whole thing. Yo, ADC Carry Main. Yo, Vember No No. What's up? Yeah, I had to reboot the whole thing. But thankfully, I think it's working now. And it's like less laggy, I think. Are you winking? Yeah, I'm looking down at my iPad. And that's probably why it looks like I'm winking. Wait, that's me in Love and Omega. Ah, evening, Watson. What's up, Ragos? Evening, evening. And yes, Vember No No. It is you. You didn't see this earlier? I made a webpage and you're on it. Let's look at it in the full screen. So when you go to my webpage, there's a section for Washodo. And on the Washodo portion, we have our friends, Show, Vember No No, Omega, and Love for a While. And I got links for you guys. Then, if you go to the links page, you see a profile for each one of you. So this is a work in progress. I'm not done yet. But this is basically my idea for like how it's gonna look. You each get your own card. I was gonna use some points, but oh my god, Ragos, do we not have points? Do I not have things for points? So I'm gonna test something. Tell me if this is too loud or if it's okay. So that was a test of an alert. I don't know if I don't even think I heard it. Let's see. So I feel like Streamlabs is very buggy because I've been trying, like I set alerts and the settings for them don't stick. And I keep saving it and I keep changing it and like it doesn't work. Okay. Here. So I'm gonna try my alert again. Let's look. Was that loud? Was that too loud? I feel like I'm not even hearing it at all. How come I don't hear my own alerts? gonna do one more test. Why don't sounds show up on my alerts? I do not understand. I'm just gonna blame Streamlabs. Still a little loud in my opinion. Okay, so it is loud. It's too loud. Okay. That's odd. So it's loud for you guys, but for me, I literally am having trouble hearing it at all. All right, I'm gonna do another test. Okay, now I hear it. I heard that. And I heard that. And I heard that. Okay, at least I heard that. All right, we're back to the main story now. Is that too loud, Ragos? I'm like trying to balance me hearing it, but also not trying to make it too loud for you guys. But like in the past, all the alerts would go by and I wouldn't even hear them. All right, that's better. Okay, thanks for telling me. Woohoo, it's time. It's time for me to study. And yes, this is this is Vember, Love, and Omega, and this is just a thing that I was working on. But actually, it's time for me to be an A student and expand upon my Japanese homework. I'm spamming the alerts because I just want to see if they. Doesn't work, LMAO? Oh my god. So you don't hear the sound either. Are you telling me the sound doesn't come through for you either? I'm like, where's the sound? I can hear it. This is driving me crazy. I'm like, but the redeem didn't work. Oh my god, you redeemed something. Why is my redeems not showing? Where do I show those? Redemption? Okay, Pato needs to show me where the redemption is. So I'm gonna look. It doesn't even do anything for redemptions. Let's see. Viewer rewards, they're enabled. And these things, they say enabled. Okay, I'm like gonna turn it off and turn it on and see what that does. Okay, those are all reset. Turned it off and I turn it back on. Oh my god, I hope that didn't destroy your points. Please, points, please exist. There, I've added a couple of things. And now I'm gonna try to redeem my own thing. Let me see if I can redeem something. Is that because I need like CloudBot or something? I feel like this might be something Puddle can help me with. But anyways, how are you doing, Ragos? Ready to learn some Japanese? I think that might only work with CloudBot. Feels like this is a CloudBot thing. Doing okay. Had a bit of a mental boom earlier today, but I'm all good. Okay, that's nice to hear that you're all good now, but what happened with the mental boom? Was it because you were playing games? Okay, I see the redeem that I did in my activity feed, but it doesn't show the redeem you did, so that's weird. Well, I reset it. Can you try redeeming something like a hydrate, maybe? Oh, overthinking. It wasn't game related. I see. No JavaScript. What's up, Juicy Ketchup? Oh, nice, Ragos. At least it shows. Now, I don't have an alert for it, but at least I could see it. How you doing, Juice Ketchup? No JavaScript. There will be JavaScript. So right now, I'm just looking at the page I made for Washodo. We have Omega, Vember, Nono, and Love for a while. And we made them a little page. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. We're going to go to our Japanese study guide now. So this is our Japanese study guide. And we have an index page. And this page has chapter 7. But guess what? We just had our chapter 7 test. So we can go to chapter 8. So here's chapter 7. And now we're going to move on to chapter 8. So we're creating a new one. And I can refresh the page here. And I got my next study guide. And this won't work. Yeah, because I don't have anything. And I could replicate this page. So if I do that and then I paste, and then I rename chapter 8. So now I have chapter 8. Let's update all the references to chapter 7. Okay. Right here as well, chapter 7. Now it's chapter 8. Chapter 8. And the URL in the metadata, it's got to be updated as well. Just look for 7. Okay. So there's one more, chapter 7 right here in the JavaScript. So we're going to call that chapter 8. And actually, chapter 8 is going to be very similar to chapter 7 in terms of JavaScript. Make sure to hydrate. Thank you, thank you. I am drinking cocoa, which is basically like dark chocolate coffee type drink. It's brewed dark chocolate with, there's not really sugar added to it, so I add honey to sweeten it up a little bit. I'm recovering from sickness. Someday I'll learn coding and finally have a job where I can work from home. Oh. What kind of job do you have right now that you cannot work from home? And if you want to learn coding, you know, hopefully Puddle's going to do more coding streams, and hopefully you can pick up a thing or two just tuning into me. I'm glad you're recovering as well. So we're doing chapter 7. Now it's chapter 8. So let's look for 7 again. So 7's is bound to appear like randomly. Yeah, I even say like it's 1997, so I have a bunch of 7s for that, and 700 for certain values. But I think this is correct now. And I've removed all instances of chapter 7. And now the other thing is the JavaScript. So this file, copy, paste, rename. Now this is going to be chapter 8. So if I do all this, I have a chapter 8 here, I have a chapter 8 JavaScript file, and I have a link to chapter 8 in my index, then I should show up. Yep, chapter 8. And here's all this stuff, but this is from chapter 7. So that's a good start. Now we can focus. And the JavaScript's mainly going to be the same. This here is about making this little up button appear. So when you scroll down, it appears. That comes from here. And then this is my class for my vocab words. So we can use the same class. Maybe later I'll extract it into some other JavaScript file which has all the commonly defined stuff. But for now, copy and paste is fine. And then we have all of our objects. These are instantiated versions of this class, vocab word. When we instantiate it, we have to define everything. So there's a Japanese definition, English definition, pronunciation, an example in Japanese, and a translation of that example to English. And so we have our whole collection of words here. This is the old vocab words. I kept this around so that I would have a reference, but actually we don't need it for chapter 8. And then this is just the view app. And the view app is super simple. All we're doing is passing one data structure over, which is this array of vocab words. And as long as we pass that array of vocab words over, when we get to our chapter 8 file, we can access it here and we can iterate through them and we can pull out all the vocab words and then we can use them to fill up our flashcards front and back. So now that we've gone through that, we can actually start over. And now this is chapter 8. So these were examples. These comments here were examples of sentences that Pada wanted me to work on. So we can make those go away. And then we can also make this go away. So we're a lot simpler now. So what I want to do today is I'm going to fill out the vocab for chapter 8. Now let's catch up on chat again. I do freelance video editing, but it's very, very part-time. Oh, I see. Well, I feel like video editing is always, in need. There's like influencers who need it, creators who need it. There's also, like weddings and things like that, different events. I shall be back. All right, Ragos, I'll see you in a bit. Ad attack. Oh no. Well, I hope the ads go away soon. Ads gone. Okay, welcome back. I was just explaining all the stuff for the code. And I was saying for freelance video editing, I feel like that's a profession that's always in need because like influencers, creators might need it, but also there's like wedding videographers and like other events that would need it. So it's a good skill to have. What kind of programs do you use? All right, and now we have our vocab words. So one thing I like to do is use my README markdown. So let's preview this markdown. So preview to the side. All right. So here's my README file. And we've already increased the font size. We've made a table of contents. We can add one here for add chapter 8 vocabulary words. Okay, actually that's not complete, so we're just gonna add it to do. And then another thing I wanted to accomplish, let me look here again. We want to be able to shuffle the order of the cards. And then another thing I wanted to accomplish is, there's two more things, so let me write these down. One is I want to add analytics. So this is to track people coming to the website. And we could put that as the lowest priority. And I also wanted to be able to, let me see what I wrote down. Oh, I wanted to make it mobile responsive. So mobile responsive basically just means when the screen gets really small. So let's look at chapter 7. When the screen gets really small on the phone, it doesn't look great because it gets squished like this, right? It starts to overlap. And then you can't really read it. It's too like tall, and it's like, this is not really useful on the phone. So on the phone, what I want to do, instead of having 3 columns per row or 3 items in every row, I would just have 1 item and then scoot them all down. So you would just scroll to go through all the different words on a mobile phone. So mobile right now is not great. So that's another to-do item that I want to do. But the priority here is to study. So I'm going to add chapter 8 vocab. All right, let's get back to chat. I used to do everything Adobe, but since I don't have money for a subscript, I've switched to DaVinci Resolve, which is chill. Oh, nice. Putto uses DaVinci Resolve, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. It's become a lot more mainstream, and a lot of bigger productions like movies, film, commercials are starting to use DaVinci Resolve more and more. I think even if you're not using it as the main editor, right, it started out as like a color correcting software. So whenever you saw a movie with like really intense hues of like red or blue, like Mad Max, for example. Mad Max Fury Road, I think. I don't know if they use DaVinci Resolve, but I do know that style is what DaVinci Resolve is really good at creating. That Mad Max Fury Road style. Um, so that's cool. I think those are good softwares to know about. And yeah, it's a good thing to get into, but sadly, most people won't hire video editors unless done for free. What do you mean? They expect it to be done for free? At least for the first few edits. It is user friendly. I see. Juicy Ketchup, do you have a portfolio? You know, one of the things that I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to show people how to code. And like I was saying earlier, even if you just tune in to like Puddle coding or me coding every so often, you'll probably pick up skills here and there, because even things like using the tool, like you mentioned, it is user friendly, like DaVinci Resolve. Well, using this tool, this is called Visual Studio Code. It's like a popular editor. You know, it's like half the battle of like learning to code. And what we're trying to do, so let's go here. We're trying to build a community, right? So one of the things that I want to be able to do is teach people how to make their own web page, for example. And, you know, we're going to have a web page for Omega. We're going to have a web page for Vember, for Love. We're probably going to make Show's web page. I don't know if he has a need to, but eventually, when he needs to, we'll make it. And the other day, I think, yeah, just yesterday, I think, Puddle made her web page. So I'll show you her web page, puddletv.com. Looks like this. She made it in one stream, took about 2 hours. But the point is that even with basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript coding, so her site took no JavaScript, but HTML, CSS, you could have a basic web page. And I think if you're mentioning the fact that people expect it done for free, and they want a few edits for free, and it's like kind of a difficult, tough market for you as the person with a skill set, trying to match with people who have like consumers, right? Or clients who have a need for your skill set. I think the number one thing to learn, number one skill to learn, is how to market yourself. And if you can market yourself well, you're going to be able to weed out people who think, well, I'm just going to ask them to do it for free and see how it goes. You're going to start to get more people who kind of have a sense of, I think you can do it, but you need to give them a sense whether you can do it or not. And that's called marketing yourself. And that's where a portfolio comes into handy a lot. I have a few YouTube videos and channels for reference of my works, and some word of mouth for weddings I did in the past. Yeah, so as you build it up, you're going to be able to collect it. And as you collect it, and the way you present it is actually going to bring you more clients. And here's the key, I think. You're going to be able to bring in more higher quality clients. Not that your previous clients weren't high quality, but what I'm hearing is if they want you to do it for free, that's not the best situation, right? So you're going to be able to bring in more people who aren't going to have to put you through that kind of situation. Sometimes it's worth doing it for free, obviously, as you know. And I've done that too in the past, like websites and things like that. We've figured out ways to like get clients for our skills. But eventually, once you establish a solid portfolio, then you're going to open up yourself to a different client base. I mean, it's pretty easy to market myself. It's finding new clients that's hard, since I'm really not a part of the scene anymore. Had addiction issues once upon a time. I see. Yeah, is the scene, like the people in the scene, problematic? Is it like kind of like a toxic work culture? Okay, here's my to-do list. And then there's my preview. So Markdown preview. Let's see. Open preview. How come the preview looks different? Markdown preview. Toggle live update? No, that's not it. So one of the things I've experienced with VS Code is that this is how I expect the preview to look, with a white background and has nice formatting. This is not the preview I'm expecting. So enable. Let's reload window, that's fine. Then we're going to enable it again. Is that sometimes the plugins don't always work. Oh, see, look, now it appeared. I don't think this appeared last time. So let's do that. Perfect. Now it's formatted. Now I can like click the little checkbox and it will check and uncheck it. Perfect. Okay. Let's add chapter 8 vocabulary words. That is on my to-do list. Sometimes what you got to do is you just turn it off and turn it back on again. And I've experienced that way too many times in coding. Cancel. Okay. So we're talking about chapter 8. So let's open that up. We're going to put it right here. Perfect. So right now there's no words, and that is because I only have one word here. Oh, that adds a readme. So here's a bug I have. No words, right? Now, what if we have 2 words? Okay, refresh. No words, right? What if we have 3 words? Refresh. Wow, it works. So right now my bug is you need a power of 3 or it won't show up because it expects there to be 3 words, because I literally hard code like divide the length of the array by 3. And then I have this calculation for figuring out what is the current word we're looking at. It's this equation right here. And this equation works perfectly when there's 3. When there's not 3, I need to do something else. So that's something to know. And that's why I should add it to my to-do list. Fix. Okay. Update code to support having any number of cards. Currently, only powers of 3 show up. Okay, show up is not the right word. Render. Okay, let's get back to the chat. Multiples of 3. Yes, Applebee's. Sadly, this is a multiples of 3 bug. That's how hard coded it is. Let's go look at the code real quick. This is a formula. It works. I made it work, but only works with powers of 3. Woohoo! I'm hungry, boo. Puddle, how did you know I was hungry? How did you literally know that? I'm hungry too. What's open? Can we order food? I'm hungry. I have my cocoa, which is like brewed dark chocolate. It's like coffee made from dark chocolate. But I'm almost done with it, and it's not sweet, and I'm hungry. But I also have this like peanut butter cup, and it's right here. You can hear it, and it's very tempting. But yeah, I'm very hungry. All right, juicy ketchup. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on juicy ketchup. I'd say the thing, though, that makes it hard to get a job as a video editor now is that since there are things like DaVinci Resolve, most people can just do it themselves. So I can see that, and that's where it's up to you to differentiate yourself, because there are different reasons people want to pay, right? And you can think of yourself like, imagine if you said, oh, thanks to the microwave, maybe people don't want, because you mentioned this McDonald's, right? Maybe people don't want to come to my fast food restaurant because they have microwaves and they can just go to the grocery store and pick up a frozen burger. And when they're hungry, they just microwave it. So there has to be a compelling reason for someone to spend money, and you have to figure out what is the demand in the market. And if you ask me, yes, if you just kind of stitch together different clips, people learn and figure out how to do that on their own. There are better and better tools to do that without being too complicated. There are now AI tools that are going to be able to stitch together clips that are going to be, let's say, 60% of what a human can do. I can't give AI too much credit, because even in coding this, I've been using this AI thing. It's called Continue. And I've been asking it questions. Here, this is like my historical question I asked it. And my experience with AI coding is I actually spend more time when I use it. More time. It takes longer to complete the same amount of work. So right now, I really am thinking that AI is not there yet. It's just not there yet. So maybe it could do 60% of what a person could do in terms of video editing. And that's only going to increase. So you kind of have to figure out, okay, how am I different and what would make it worth it to pay for me? Okay. And it's so user friendly that it would only take like a few hours to figure out. Yeah, well, some people, okay, juicy ketchup. Some people will never ever open DaVinci Resolve. But the question is, are those your clients? Do those people have taste, right? And are you providing them a service? So if you can find people with taste who don't want to open up DaVinci Resolve for whatever reason, and you're actually serving them, then I think that's like the Venn diagram intersection that you would be looking for. But that's at your current skill level. So what I would propose is figure out what's the next skill you need. Figure out what does it mean to level up. And once you figure out how to level up, work towards that. Like, don't stay where you are. Plan to grow. Figure out what the next level is. Anticipate that and start going for it. So that's why I mentioned a portfolio, because you said, you have word of mouth, you have some references, but if you put together a portfolio, that's the next step, right? And then what's the next skill you need? Put together that skill. That's the next step. And kind of have like a roadmap for yourself. Okay. Not powers of three. I mean, powers of three work, but any multiple of three also works. Oh, you're right. My bad. I was using the wrong word. I said powers of three. The word is multiples of three. That is true. So any multiple of three will work for this. Okay. Cute. Peanut butter cup. I agree with Watson. McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's is probably open. Puto, what do you want to eat? Yet is the keyword. I guess the only level up would be CGI, but I have no interest in that. I can animate, edit, color correct, pace, audio design, etc. Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't suggest doing something you don't have interest in, right? You got to line up your interests as well. Oh, an ad attack. Okay, I'm going to respond to Juicy Ketchup after the ad. And let's start filling up our vocab. All right. Sunny weather. Hare. Hare. Oh, what an interesting word. English definition. Sunny weather. Pronunciation. Hare. Japanese example. Okay, I am not going to be able to add any examples currently because I don't know the words yet. So I'm still learning. Okay, I will add examples in the next session. Okay, ame, which means rain. And the pronunciation is ame. Okay. New vocab word. Kumori. 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 English definition is cloudy weather. And pronunciation is kumori. So I'm going to experience this a lot where I have to put in this ending. So I'm going to copy the ending so it's easy for me to put in. But I have 3 here. So let's see. Every 3 I can test. Okay, we're going to test it. All right. Hare. Hare. Which means sunny weather. Okay, perfect. Hare, sunny weather. Ame. Ame means rain. Perfect. Ame, rain. Ame. And kumori means cloudy weather. Kumori, cloudy weather. Kumori. Perfect. I'm practicing right now. I might get these wrong, right, as I practice, but I got all 3 right. so far. Good job, Watson. All right, we're back. Okay, ads are gone. Okay, so juicy catch up. I guess the only level up would be CGI, but I have no interest in that. I can animate, edit, color correct, pace, audio design, etc. So those are a lot of skills. Those are actually really great skills. Did you learn them at like college or on YouTube or tutorials? Did you take like a online course? How did you learn those things? And then I would say, but I have no interest in that. So CGI, right? So I would say, look, if you don't have an interest in learning CGI, I would not propose that. Stick with what interests you, right? But there are still things you can level up skill wise, or at least market yourself with, or differentiate yourself about that that you can work on with the skill set you do have. So yeah, I'm just curious, like, how did you learn? All right, let's get back to this. New vocab word. Next vocab is Yuki. Oop. Yuki. Perfect. English definition is snow. Pronunciation is Yuki. Okay, and then paste. Oh, so it already gave me the parentheses, so I just need to paste this. New vocab word is Tenki. Tenki. Which is this one? Yo ho. Tenki yo ho. Is that right? Tenki yo ho. I think this is correct. So English definition, weather forecast. So Tenki is weather. Oh, because I know Tenki as weather, I'm going to put in the kanji. Let's do kanji. Tenki. So that's kanji. I understand this. Yep, I can read this. That looks correct. Yoho. Weather forecast. And comma, what is this? Pronunciation. Tenki Yoho. Okay. And what I like to do here is, because there's two pronunciations, we're going to put in the hiragana as well. Tenki, and then we have yoho, but we'll type it again. Yoho. Whoop. Gosh. Yoho. Perfect. Okay. So, tenki yoho. And we can end it there. New vocab word is kion. Kion. Okay. Ki on. Kion. English definition is temperature, weather, not things. Pronunciation. So this is actually, I'm going to copy this. This is another one where I do know some kanji. So we're going to put the hiragana here, and we're going to say kion. And this is like a suggestion that like Sports Liker and some other people have said, which is they found that they would have to learn. There we go. There's the kanji. Kion. They would have to learn, if they learned only the hiragana, and then they realize, oh, I need to do the kanji, they'd have to relearn it over again. So to prevent that kind of like thing, I'm going to try my best to learn the kanji when I can, but then also give my chance to learn the pronunciation and the hiragana properly. So I'm going to try to put as much kanji as I can in here. Now, this is chapter 8, so let me look at chapter 7 to confirm if it's consistent. So there was some times that I did put right here. I did put hiragana genki, and there's kanji genki, 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 genki. So that's the format. Hiragana here, English, or romaji here, and then kanji here. All right, so let's reload the page. Now we got 6. Every 3, I gotta do it. Now, let me review these flashcards, and then I'm gonna get back to chat, Juicy Ketchup. All right, I'm gonna review these flashcards. This is how I learn, by doing lots of repetition. So hare is sunny weather. Sunny weather, hare, sunny weather. So I'm already forgetting. Sunny weather, hare. Ame is rain. Ame, rain. Kumori is cloudy weather. Kumori, cloudy weather. I think cloud is kumo. Am I right? Kumo? So kumori, cloudy weather. Yuki is snow. Perfect. Yuki, snow. Yuki. Okay, this says Tenki Yoho. Tenki Yoho, weather forecast. Tenki Yoho, weather forecast. Perfect. And then Kion. Kion means temperature for weather, not for things. Temperature, weather, not things. Kion. Perfect. I got all 6. 6 for 6, baby. Pato, I'm hungry. Pato, I'm hungry too. What do you want to eat? Should we order food? Good job. All right, let's read chat. I have learned them from trial and error, YouTube tutorials, Andrew Kiner, he did effects for the Star Trek films with Chris Pine, and a few books. How did you learn from Andrew? Did you Andrew Kramer? You knew him personally, or are you talking about like he had like courses? He did effects for Star Trek? Jeez. Chris Pine, so you're talking about the J.J. Abrams version, right? J.J. Abrams. I like to say his name like that. You're talking about J.J. Abrams from the TED Talk, his version of Star Trek. I've been video editing for over 20 years. Holy moly, 20 years. Location is also a factor to take into consideration when trying to be a video editor. Can't really do editing for people in a small town if they don't know if they can contact you and get to trust you, you know? One of the reasons why I moved to a big city. Oh, nice. Do you mind sharing what big city you moved to, or like what metro area maybe? Because I'm curious, yeah, about that. Like how your city fares for finding people, because as far as video editing goes, there's a few hubs that I know of, right? One would be Hollywood, so LA. Another might be New York City, right? Another might be like Vancouver and Toronto. They do some movies over there. Atlanta, Georgia, they have a lot of stuff over there. So do you do stuff for movies as well, or mostly like free? Like when you say freelance, is it mostly like individual clients, or sometimes for like a production? McDonald's, it's 1 a.m. Nothing's open. LOL, J.J. Abrams. Pato, there's got to be something open. It's got to be something. There's some 24-hour places. He had a website, emailed him questions, and he did classes too. Oh my gosh, that's dope. That's really cool, Juicy Ketchup. 20 years, Atlanta, Hollywood, New York, yeah, Chicago. Seattle region. It's not the best place for video editors, but plenty of work in photography and audio engineering. I see. So, you know, have you set roots in the Seattle region? Like, is this a place you want to be for life, like your personal life, versus for your career? When I mention freelancing, I mean I do everything myself because I'm not a part of a company or a crew. I see. So would you consider yourself a consultant? Would you want to make an LLC, or do you already have an LLC? Right? These are some of the next steps. And I say that because if your clients hear, for example, oh, they have an LLC, they might have a certain expectation. But if you don't have an LLC, they have a different expectation. So it's important to know what signals you send to them based on sort of the steps you've taken. I'm too hungry to study. I'm going to look around for food. Oh, ho, ho. Do you want noodle? I'll make you noodle. Yes, I would love noodle, Pato. Pato, I want noodle. All right, I'm going to keep studying. Time for me to keep studying. New vocab word. Okay. Natsu. So I do not know the kanji for this, so we're gonna go with hiragana for now. Natsu. English definition: summer. Pronunciation: natsu. Example: none. All right, new vocab. Fuyu. Okay. English definition: winter. Pronunciation: fuyu. Nada. New vocab. Kesa. Oh. Kesa. No, give me the hiragana, man. Kesa. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I do know actually. No, I don't. I do not know that kanji. Okay, kesa. This morning. Kesa. This morning. Pronunciation: kesa. Nada. All right. So we got natsu for summer, fuyu for winter, kesa for this morning. Now let's go through another round of repetition. Hare. Oh, I already flipped it. My bad. Hare. Sunny weather. Woohoo. This is why I want to do click to flip. That's on my that's on my to-do list. Where's click to flip right there? So I don't do this on accident. Hare. Sunny weather. Ame. Rain. Komori. Cloudy weather. Let's change up the order. Kion. Temperature. Used for weather, not for things. Temperature, weather, not things. Kion. Okay. Tenki yoho. Tenki yoho. Weather forecast. Tenki yoho. It reminds me of pirates, like One Piece. Yoho. Yoho. I am a pirate. I need to know the tenki. Yoho. All right. And then yuki, snow. Yuki, snow. Okay. Natsu, summer. Fuyu, winter. And kesa means this morning. Kesa, this morning. Perfecto. I got 9 words down, baby. All right, let's catch up on chat. I was once a part of a company called Grand Skyfall Productions, but we have disbanded sadly. Grand Skyfall Studios, my bad. I used to do music videos and I worked part-time as a cameraman. Wow, for news crews for a while. Juicy Ketchup, that's dope. But I've mostly been freelance my whole life. I've been thinking about making my own studio, but I currently have to focus on my physical health because I've been suffering from some internal problems for a few years. Oh, I see. You know, health is number one. Numero uno. Because everything else flows from your health. One of the reasons why I'm not reaching out too hard for video editing, but still working for a few people. I see. So do you have at least the ability to sort of be chill, you know, for now, while you work on your health? And if you made your own studio, you know, what is your vision? What is your vision for your studio? Juicy Ketchup Studio. All right, I'm going to do another set of words. New vocab word. Asate. Asate. English definition: the day after tomorrow. Pronunciation: asate. And nada. So I do know the kanji for might. This one. That is the kanji I'm looking for. Might. Yeah, that is correct. My, okay, why don't I just type it? My shoe. Yeah, perfect. So I don't know the second kanji, so I just wanted to make sure I got the first kanji right. So the second, so that's my, now the second kanji is shoe, and I'm going to use hiragana here. English definition every week. Pronunciation. My shoe. Example, nada and nada. New vocab word. Kon. Getsu. I think I know Getsu actually. I think I've learned Getsu. So let's put that in here. Getsu. Yep. I think I know this. Kongetsu. English definition. This month. Pronunciation. Okay, this is where I need to use hiragana. Kon. Let's be consistent about this. Getsu. Great. And then kon getsu English. Romaji. Let's do Romaji. Okay. And now Maishu. Well, I use kanji, so to be consistent, I'm gonna put that in parentheses. Perfect. Okay. So because I use kanji here and kanji here, excuse me. Because I use kanji twice, I'm going to include the hiragana pronunciation as well as romaji. All right. So we have asete, the day after tomorrow. We have maishu, every week. And we have kongetsu, this month. Now I can refresh the page. Ad attack. Ad's gone. All right, I'm gonna get your chat after I do one more round of the vocab. And actually, I need a BRB right now. Gotta go to the bathroom. BRB, real quick, guys.
third time this week. Your boss is mad, cause he had to go get me. And I know that things are far from perfect, but I was never worried. Long as I got you within my reach. We could have money, we could be dead broke. Be finding highs or trip on brand new lows. It don't matter when I got your love. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I feel like home. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I feel like home. I feel like home. When we first met, swore I'd take it slow, but I got swept up in the undertow. You said that nothing is a sure thing, and there'll be days of hurting. But come on, honey, I can take the heat. We could have money, we could be dead broke. Be finding highs or trip on brand new lows. It don't matter when I got your love. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I feel like
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Like that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older.
like home.
We ain't ever getting older. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. How can I tell if we ain't ever getting older? The truth I do with you, I do it again. With you, I do it again. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. Pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting do it again. With you, I do it again. With you, I do it again.
I tend to fuck things up in my head, 'cause I'm back at it again. Taking back what I said in a moment of weakness. My mind is a nice place to live most of the time. I'm just trying to find a way that I can face it. I've been talking to ghosts and asking for help. I've given more love than I could show myself. Some days it's too much, but I'm trying so hard. Is that too much for you? I've been talking to ghosts, I don't think I need your love.
Give me hope when I can't breathe. I need your love to lift me up when I feel weak. I need your love, and I hate every part
Yo, 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 we're back. Yo, 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 do you see me? I think it's loaded. Welcome back. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do a test. And this is a test of my alerts, which have been like driving me crazy. So let me know if this is too loud or not. How's that? Is that low? Very loud. That's very loud. It's like much louder than my voice. Alert should be 50%. I think that was 50. Your voice is in the yellow. Yeah, my voice is in the yellow. I see it. Then it's good. But how did you feel about it? Should I turn it lower? I just have you turned up. I see. One second. Because I can't hear it. Like, I literally can't hear it. And I'm going to create another one. So that I can hear it when it happens. Browser shorts, my favorite. I know, my bad. All right, there we go. So that's my new one, and I'm gonna make it so that I can hear. It's gonna be louder only for me. It's gonna be louder only for me. All right, I'm just adding it to every scene I have real quick. Okay. And now I'm going to test it one more time. I'm playing TFT, hee hee. Nice. Okay, I'm going to test it one more time. Let me know if it's too loud, but also I'm going to see if I can hear it now. I didn't hear jack shit. Ay, ay, ay. I hate this thing. I don't hear anything. Like, zero. Nada. Ay, ay, ay. Like, it's as good as nothing. You hear it. How does it compare to my voice? Controlling audio is so difficult. It's louder. Like, it's louder than my voice. What the heck? That doesn't make any sense to me. I can see my voice in yellow. And then I have it turned down by 13 decibels. It's pretty loud, but it's not yellow. I can turn it down even less. Here, I'm going to turn down 14 decibels. It's whole magnitude more. All right, one more test for you, Pato. 2013. There. Last test. How's that? Like, is this better or should I continue going down? Where are the alerts? Are they on your Mac or VM? It's in the VM. Same volume. How are you not noticing a difference? I'm literally changing it. This makes me mad. Did Spotify go down? Because I turned down Spotify as well. Can't really hear Spotify. Exact. Okay, so at least that works. Okay, Spotify's back now. All right, I'm going to continue to turn on Twitch because apparently there's no difference. I don't know why. So I've turned it down negative 20 decibels, Pato. Negative 20. Here's one more test. One more test for you. And at this point, I hear 0. I cannot hear it. Better? It doesn't come through at all for me. Okay. Makes me mad. Twitch alerts is a thing that has added the most like frustration. To my life. Okay. So now this is what I'm doing. On the VM, I switched over to sound alerts. What's that? Like Streamlabs. So I'm going to test something one more time. So on the VM, I have it turned down by 20 decibels. So it's basically nothing. I can't hear it. On stream, I suppose it's better because you guys turned me up. But I can't turn myself up because then my Spotify goes nuts. And it's like really loud. So in order to balance the fact that Spotify is so loud to me, if I turn it high enough to hear the alerts, then I basically am going to create a second Twitch alerts source on my Mac OBS. But for this one, I'm going to do monitor only. This is monitor only. So it should not go to stream at all. Monitor only, mute output. Doesn't go to stream at all. And this one, I'm going to have it at full volume. So I'm about to test it right now. So the way I'm going to test it is I'm going to redeem some channel points. Watson, what's up? What's up, Rat? Welcome to stream. I'm studying some Japanese. I'm actually making some progress studying Japanese. What's up, Rat? So here's the channel point redemption coming from me from my own channel. Let's test it out. There, I hear it. Thank goodness. Okay, that's it. That's everything. I hear this. This makes me happy. So it's monitor only, mute output, and it's on my Max OBS. And that allows me to hear the Twitch alert. But you guys won't hear it at a high volume, only I will. What's up, Rat? What are you doing? What are you up to? Thanks for coming by. So we're here, we're studying Japanese. I'm going to go through one more test or one more run of my flashcards. But before I do that, I'm going to catch up on chat. So actually, there's a lot of chats. My gosh. The Mute Freak. Whoa, a gold player. That's a rare species. What? Mute. I'm not even really gold. Am I gold? Is that what it shows on my little matchmaking queue? Puffed. Why are we on BRB? Oh, I was eating. Thank you, Puto. So Puto made me some noodles and I was eating noodles. Well, he is an Orn main, so I would assume swordsmithing break. Exactly. I was making some swords. Welcome back, ADC carry main. Thank you. Me and Puto were debugging those alerts for a little bit. Whoa, browser source, my favorite. And Rat's back. Met some new players. He means me. What do you mean? Good job meeting new players, Rat. You're so social. All right, I'm going to do these words. Hare. Hare means sunny weather. Nice, hare, sunny weather. Ame means rain. Nice, rain. Ame. Kumori means cloudy weather. Nice. I think Kumo means clouds, I'm guessing, because Kumori, cloudy weather. So I'm going to switch up the order. I'm not just going to go like left to right. So we'll go down. This is Kion. Kion means Kion means temperature used for weather, not for things. Nice. Temperature, weather, not things. Kion. Next one is Tenki Yoho. Tenki Yoho. And this is for weather forecasts. Woohoo, Tenki Yoho. Yoho, yoho. On my way I go. It's Tenki Tenki. I need to know the yoho. So yoho is what pirates need to know to sail. So that's why Tenki Yoho is the weather forecast. Tenki Yoho, One Piece. Next word, Yuki. Yuki means snow. That's the snowball that Puto threw at me. Yuki. Okay, I'm going to go in different order again. Keisa. Keisa means... Oh, I flipped it and I saw it. It means this morning. This morning, Keisa. My bad for flipping it. I would have figured it out, but I did flip it. Keisa, this morning. Fuyu. Fuyu means winter. Fuyu, winter. Natsu. Natsu means summer. Nice. All right. Now, asate. Asate means asate means this morning. No, I was so wrong. Goddamn. Oh, this morning's kesa. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, asate means the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. Asate. Kesa means this morning. Perfect. And then my shoe means every week. My shoe. Every week. My shoe. And that's kanji right there. My. And this is the hiragana. My shoe. And this is the romaji. My shoe. Kongetsu means this weekend. No! Oh my god, Puto, I suck. Okay, Kongetsu means this month. Kongetsu, this month. And this is kanji, getsu. This month. Kongetsu. Okay. Maishu, every week. Kongetsu, this month. Kesa, means kesa means this morning. And asate means the day after tomorrow. Perfect. All right, I'm going to practice this. Let's catch up on chat. Met a new streamer I duoed with. He chill. I ADC'd for him 3 games. Nice, Rat. You won all 3 games? Oh no, I got 7th in TFT. My goodness, Puto. That's another 7 hours. Padu. I didn't know what asate was. I need to review vocab. Ay caramba, my shoe. We won 2. Very nice. Great job, Rat. You're going to carry everyone into a higher elo. What elo is this streamer in? Last game was a stomp. Oh, geez. We got stomped. Oh, my gosh. All right. We're going to add 3 new vocab words. Kai, she, Kai Sha. So Kai Sha is a company, Kai Sha. And I know this kanji, so we can keep the kanji. In. Kai Sha in. Okay, I do not know the kanji for that, so I'm just gonna use hiragana. And the English definition is office worker. So I know company, kaisha is company. Office worker is kaisha in. Pronunciation, this is where I get to use hiragana. Kai sha in. And then kai sha in. Then romaji. All right, and we don't have any examples yet. I don't know examples yet because it's brand new. New vocab word. Shigoto. So I do not know. I kind of know. No, I don't. I do not know this kanji. So let's stick with hiragana. English definition is a job, work, or occupation. The pronunciation is shigoto. No examples. New vocab word. All right. This one, everyone should know. Camera. Camera. Oh, even though emoji shows up. That's cool. English definition, camera. Pronunciation, camera. No examples. Although, I should be able to come up with examples shortly. All right, let's go to chat real quick. We got stomped plat 4. Wow, this player is pretty good. This player is Puto's elo, high elo player. Rat, can you carry me? I tried to carry Vember and lost LP. To be fair, Vember had the worst luck with Maldo teammates. Oh my god, are you in gold? No, I'm plat 4. Plato. Oi, I bring you back to gold. Sai. Camera. Yodobashi camera. Yes. Camera. So we have camera, we have shigoto, we have kaishin, we have kongetsu, maishu, asate, kessa, fuyu, natsu, kion, tenki yobo, tenki yoho. Oh, I wrote that wrong. Tenki yoho. Okay, that's correct. Tenki yoho. Yuki, kumori, ame, and hare. Okay, so let's load up our cards. And for the sake of learning, I'm going to start at the bottom. Okay. Camera. 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 Shigoto is job, work, occupation. Shigoto. Kaishin is office worker. Office work. Kaishin, office worker. Kaishin. Okay. Asete is day after tomorrow. Asate, day after tomorrow. Asate, day after tomorrow. Maishu is every week. Maishu, every week. Kongetsu is this month. Kongetsu, this month. Kesa is... Kesa is this morning. Fuyu is winter. Natsu is summer. Perfect. Yuki is snow. Tenki Yoho is Yoho Ho. I have 99 bottles of beer at the wall. So Tenki Yoho is weather forecast. Pirates need this. Kion is temperature for weather, not things. Kion, temperature for weather, not things. Kumori is cloudy weather. Ame is rain. And Hare is sunny weather. Woohoo! I did it in a different order and I'm getting pretty good. Alright. Let's go back to chat. How would you use Kion? Kion wa atsu desu. Kion wa 98 desu. Yama no ue wa kion ga hikui. How are we doing today? Yo, Tyrannus. We're doing pretty well. Right now we're studying Japanese. We have a new chapter because last Thursday we had our chapter test and I actually got an A. I got 94% on my last chapter test. That's just the test portion. We also had a written portion, which I got 100 on, and an oral portion, which I got 100 on. So overall, I did pretty well. Now, Pado, she got 100 on all three portions, which is pretty amazing. And so that was chapter 7. Now we're getting into chapter 8. So I'm starting to do my vocab. And Tyrannus, basically, I made this website. This is a flashcard website. I made it for the sole purpose of learning how to, learning my Japanese vocab. And hopefully other people might find it interesting too one day. But it's a mixture of like, hey, we're learning to code. There's JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and we're learning Japanese. So I have chapter 7 from before. These are all my cards. They flip. And now I'm on chapter 8. So how you doing, Tyrannus? Sounds like fun and good score. Thank you, thank you. Watson is an A student. Yeah, heck yeah, Pado. Ajie is so gigachat. Yeah, 100. 100. All right, new vocabs. So over here on the left side, this is the source code. This is in JavaScript, but basically I created this class and it has these 5 things: Japanese definition, English definition, the pronunciation, a Japanese example, which I'm not using here. I'll show you in chapter 7. In chapter 7, I use Japanese examples. So for example, this is one. O genki desu ka? Which basically means, how are you? Or how's your energy? Because the word means energetic. And then here's the pronunciation. This is hiragana and romaji, so basically like English sounds. And their alphabet. And over here is kanji, which is like Chinese characters. So genki, genki genki, which means energetic. O genki desu ka? Which means how are you? So all of this is contained in this class, which I call a vocab word. And I fill it up one by one in an array. And then in the code itself, I am iterating through the vocab words. And there's a secret. And the secret is I have this equation. And this equation only works with powers of 3. Oh, multiples. Multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. So here we are. Chapter 8, right? So we're going to go in chapter 8. And I'm going to just paste in another one. So it's no longer a multiple of 3. And let's see what happens. Oh, it's all gone. So the only way for me to check my work and to use it right now is I have to do 3 at a time. That's what I've been doing. Every 3, I will refresh the page and then I will have a new row. And that's because I hard coded this formula for calculating like which card to take next. And then I use string interpolation here to do the front of the card. This is the front of the card, right? And on the front is only the Japanese word. And then on the back is where you have all the other information. And that's right here. So yeah, that's my little code. I'm quite proud of it. If we look at chapter 7, see it's much fuller here. And let's do word wrap. So you could see all of the definitions and stuff. I filled this out by hand, like one by one. And that's what I've been doing here as well. So let's do 3 more words. Let me catch up on chat and then we'll do 3 more words. Je. Watson needs to learn Cantonese next. Yes, I do. All the tones will maul him. Puddle. I'm basically tone deaf. I failed that tone deaf. I failed that tone deaf quiz. Japanese sounds like it would be fun to learn. Yeah, Tyrannus, it's really fun. I'm genuinely having a lot of fun. I feel so accomplished after I learn new things, and I feel like I can express myself so much more. And when we traveled to Japan, like, we knew some Japanese before, but after taking this class, it just opened up so many more things. Like, we had full-on conversations with people, and they basically spoke to us like, they were like, oh, they have like first grade, second grade, like understanding. So they spoke to us like that, knowing that they'd have to use simple vocab, but we still could communicate. It was very nice. You're explaining the code and not the vocab. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's all gone. Exactly. That's the secret of this code is it can only handle multiples of 3. Looks good. Coding can be tedious. Exactly. Yeah. So the nice thing about the tediousness of coding is I get repetition. And the more reps I get, the better I am at the vocab. So it's kind of built in that I will memorize the vocab. First graders, yeah. We have first grade like Japanese literacy right now, which is not bad. You know, we can get around. First graders could eat food, they could travel, they can do stuff. All right, next word. Ka re o ke. Ka re o ke. Did I spell it right? Ka re o ke. Right there. Ka re o ke. Okay. Ka. Oh. Re did not come out. Ka. Ra? No. Ra? Karaoke. 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 Okay, this means karaoke. Oops. Karaoke. And the pronunciation is... So for this, that's katakana. I should be able to read katakana natively. But we'll just put hiragana anyways. Karaoke. Kara. Okay. Just for the sake of it. Karaoke. So this is hiragana, and then I'll put romaji. Japanese examples, none yet. English examples, none yet. I'll add examples later. Right now I'm just memorizing the vocab. So that's 1 of 3. Next is Tokoro. Tokoro. I do not know this kanji, so we're going to go with hiragana. And the English definition is place. And the pronunciation is Tokoro. That's fine. No example. Next, but new vocab word. This is going to be tomato. Oh, nice. And the English definition is tomato. And the pronunciation is tomato. Well, might as well just put it in hiragana. So my rule right now of thumb is hiragana here, But if I use kanji, I will put the hiragana in the pronunciation. If I use katakana, I will also put the hiragana in the pronunciation. And then I will add a romaji. Okay. So that's 3, I believe. And we'll find out, is this a multiple of 3 or not? Because it will load or it won't. It loaded. We're good. All right. So let me look at chat. Tokoro. Did I spell it wrong? Tokoro. Tokoro. I spelled it right. Tokoro. Place. Okay. You spelled it right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go one run through. Every time I add 3, I do a run through. So hare is sunny weather. Ame is rain. Kumori is cloudy weather. Kion is temperature for weather, not for things. Tenki yoho, well, as in One Piece, yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Tenki yoho is the weather forecast. Perfect. Yuki is snow, like the snowball that Paro threw at me. Perfect. Natsu is summer. Great. Fuyu is winter. Nice. Kesa is this morning. Kongetsu is this month. Nice. Kongetsu, this month. Maishu is every week. Nice. Every week. Maishu. This is the kanji. This is the hiragana. And this is romaji. Asate is day after tomorrow. Asate. Day after tomorrow. Perfect. Oh, you can make a movie called Asate. I think it was a movie. And it was named... It was like a Japanese sci-fi, I think. The Day After Tomorrow was originally a Japanese sci-fi like story, and they turned it into a movie. Asate. Okay. Kaishin. Kaishin is office worker. Perfect. Kaishin. Office worker. This is the kanji. And I know this. Kaisha, which means company. And in. So this is kind of related to like nin. Like san nin is like people. So I have a feeling this is related to like people. It feels like it. Kaishin. 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 Okay. Office worker. Shigoto means job, work, occupation. Shigoto. Job, work, occupation. Kamera. Yodobashi kamera. This camera. Nice. Tomato. That's tomato. 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 Tokoro. Tokoro is place. Tokoro. Place. Tokoro. Place. And karaoke. 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 Perfecto. I did it. All right, back to chat. I'm just learning myself. Thanks, Pano. Excuse me, I had a cough. I'm just learning myself. Yar har har. He's never letting go of the snowball. Tyrannus. It's one of my most cherished memories. I have a photo of Pado right after she threw the snowball at me, and she's like has the widest grin on earth, and she's so pleased with herself and so happy, and it's on my desk. So I think of the snowball often. I explicitly took him to a cold place with lots of snow just to throw a snowball at him. It was so funny. We get off the train. It's snowing. We have our luggages. And I'm like lugging around big luggages, like 3 or 4, right? And then or maybe 3, and I have like 2 of them. And Puddle has 1. And she like drops 1, and I'm like trying to hold 3. And then she goes down and finds snow. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm defenseless. I could believe it. That's adorable. Yeah. All right, so let's do some more words. So my goal today is to get through um, the vocab, and if I can get through the vocab, maybe I'm almost thinking half the vocab. Then I could take a break after doing that. So I'm gonna try to get through all the nouns because actually this chapter has the most vocab that I can remember. Like, I don't think we've done a chapter with more vocab than in chapter 8. So I'm going to get through the nouns, which is about 50% of all the vocab. New vocab word. All right. Hashi means chopsticks. Pronunciation, ha-shi. New vocab word. And this is pa te no t pa t pa t. There we go. No, that's not how you spell it. This is not how you spell it. Pa te. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Pate. Okay. English definition, party. So why is it spelled like that? Pato. Pate. I think. Pati. Pati. Pati, I think. Okay, pronunciation. This is... doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Pato is saying... T is how you pronounce it. So to continue my pattern. Oh, there's only chi. There's no T. How do you do T? You could do this one. That's not it. T. Okay, I can't do hiragana here because it's not really translatable. So I'm just gonna do pati. I'm gonna do romaji according to Pato's transliteration. Okay, so pati. You would think it's easy to know, but spelling it's kind of odd. Ba. Be. Q. Barbecue. Okay, did I spell this wrong? Barbecue. That's a yo, right? Barbecue. Katakana. No, that's not a yo. Barbecue. Oh, that's a U. Barbecue. Like this. Oh, perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. Barbecue. English definition. Well, I hope you guys heard me say it enough to understand that that's a barbecue. Be-cue. Barbecue. Okay, that's the pronunciation. Perfect. New vocab. So this is katakana heavy. I do want to learn spelling, but because it's katakana heavy, I'm gonna do 6 instead of 3. Chopsticks, pate, barbecue. In other words, these words are, once you recognize the spelling, understanding the meaning is pretty easy because it's English. Pate is party, and barbecue is barbecue. Like once you sound it out, you go, oh, that's the word. Although I need to get better at sounding things out. This is more katakana. Ho, mu, mu. As you can tell, that means home. Su, de, homestay, stay. Okay, let me see if I can get the autocorrect version. Ho, mu, sta, su, de. Homestay. Yep, perfect. Homes. Okay, this is about, what is this? English definition. Okay, homestay, living with a local family. Pronunciation is ho, mu, su, de. All right. New vocab word. O, fu, ro. O, fu, ro. Okay, I do not know this kanji, so we're going to stick with hiragana. English definition, bath. Pronunciation, o, fu, ro. No examples. New vocab. Su, pe, in. Supain. Supain. Okay, I hope you guys can figure that out. English definition is Spain. Su, pe, in. Pronunciation, Supain. The verb you use with o furo. The verb you use with o furo is hydru. So that would be a good example sentence. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Fenwick. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so as we know, the Japanese example is this one that I didn't fill out yet. So let's, there we go, Japanese example. So this is an example given by Fenwick. It says, o furo o. Oh, let's, yeah, I need to use the hiragana here because I don't know the kanji yet. O furo o hairu. All right, and so let's translate that. This means to take a bath. Does it mean to take a bath or to enter the bath? Because hydru means to enter, I believe. Thank you for helping me with the examples. As you can see, I had no examples this chapter yet. It means both because take a bath is how you say it in English. It literally means to enter the bath. I see. Okay. So it means both. We'll use the translation instead of the literal. Thank you, Fenwick. Okay, new vocab word. We're studying chapter 8 now. Lastly is nanika. Nanika. Again, I don't know. Oh, I do. Do I? I don't think I know this kanji yet, so I'm going to leave that until I know it. But starting to look familiar. Nani is starting to look familiar. English definition, nanika is something. Pronunciation is nanika. And I'm going to leave the examples empty for now. Okay, let's see if this is a multiple of 3. How many rows is this? We'll find out soon if this is a multiple of 3. Because if it is not, it will not load. Oh, okay, that's not a multiple of 3. So I'm going to start. This is the na adjectives. Okay, and we'll start a na adjective, even though I was focused on nouns, so that I can finish out the 3 powers of 3 or multiples of 3. Okay. Shozu. 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 Sho. I'm just double checking the spelling. Shozu. Okay. And then it's a na adjective, so we give it a na. English definition is skillful. Good at. And then we need to use the particle ga. And the pronunciation is shozu na. And I don't have an example yet, so that's what we'll do. Save this. Let's see if that is a multiple of 3. Still not, so we'll do one more. Oh my god. Paro. Jozu. Jo. Yeah, you're right. I did not see the 10 tenths. Okay, my bad. There. Jozu. Jozu. Jozuna. Jozu. My bad. So, I did not see the 1010 in my book, which is like small. Okay. One more. This should be it. We already added something. We added 1, so maximum adding 2 should be a multiple of 3. Because if we added 3, that would not make any sense. So it was either 1 or 2. All right. Heta. Oh, all the haters in the building. Heta is na adjective. So all the haters out there are clumsy and poor at. So mean. These haters are clumsy and poor at. And you need the ga particle. And it means he ta na. And no example yet. So I guess when you have haters, they're gonna be clumsy. All right, here we go. That was the multiple of 3. So I'm gonna do one more run through, and then that's stream for me. And that was about a 2-hour 15-minute stream, and we were able to fill out chapter 8 vocab, and we were able to study all the nouns and a couple of na adjectives. And so I'm just gonna go through a rundown. There are more vocab. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna finish all the vocab today. There are oo and do verbs. Yes, I can't finish it all today. It's late. It's 3 a.m. But maybe tomorrow, right? I can do another stream, or I can practice before class. All right. I'm going to do a rundown, and I'm going to try to change up the order. Kumori. Kumori is cloudy weather. Kumori. Ame is rain. Ame. Hare is sunny weather. Sunny weather. Hare. Yuki is snow. Like the snowball that Pato threw at me. Yuki, snow. Tenki Yoho is weather forecast, like the pirates. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Tenki Yoho. weather forecast. Tenki yoho. Kion is the temperature for the weather, not for things. Temperature, weather, not things. Kion. Keisa is this morning. Keisa, this morning. Fuyu is winter. Fuyu, winter. Fuyu reminds me of like food, so I wonder if like there's a food named winter. Like is winter melon a fuyu? I don't know. Anyways, fuyu, winter. Natsu, summer. Woohoo, Natsu, summer. Asate is the day after tomorrow. Asate, the day after tomorrow. And this is a short story or a novel that was a sci-fi story that was turned into a movie. I think, we'll look it up in a bit, but I think this was a Japanese sci-fi story. So we'll look that up after. Asate, the day after tomorrow. Maishu, every week. Maishu, every week. Perfect. Kongetsu means this month. Kongetsu, this month. Perfect. Kamera means camera. Camera. Shigoto, job, work, occupation. Shigoto, job, work, occupation. Kaishin. So kaisha means company. Kaishin means office worker. Kaishin, office worker. Perfecto. Karaoke, karaoke. Karaoke, karaoke. Tokoro. Tokoro means place. Tokoro, place. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. Barbecue. Barbecue means barbecue. Barbecue, barbecue. Party. Party means party. Party means party. Perfect. Hashi. Hashi means chopsticks. Hashi, chopsticks. Cool, we're getting near the end. And we learned a lot of words today. Homestay. Homestay means homestay. Living with a local family. Homestay. 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 Living with a local family. Ofuro. Ofuro means bath. Nice. Bath. Ofuro. Ofuro o hairu means to take a bath or to enter, literally, the bath. Ofuro. Bath. Ofuro o hairu. Thanks to Fenwick for this example sentence. Supainu. No, Supain. Supain. Spain. Supain. There we go. Supain. Spain. Heita. Heita are clumsy and poorly scaled. Heita. Clumsy and poorly scaled. Always remember because heitas are clumsy. Heitana. Poor at. Clumsy. With a ga. Ga particle. Heitana. Heitana. Jozu. Jozuna means good at. Skillful at. Jozuna. Jozuna. Skillful. Good at. With a ga. Jozuna ga. Jozuna and you need a ga. Nanika. Nanika means something. Nanika, something. Wow, perfecto. We did it, baby. So cute. What's so cute? That Heida's gonna be clumsy and poor? Heidas, they clumsy. Heidas, they clumsy. Who likes Heidas? No one, because they clumsy. Woohoo, I'm learning. Okay, so let me look at my readme. And add chapter 8 vocab words is only halfway done. So this is what I'm gonna do. Part 1 of 2. And part 2 of 2. So part 1 of 2 is let's do this. Let's refresh this guy. How do I refresh? Right here. Part 1 of 2 complete. Dink. Look at that. Dink. So cute. You're trying to say Spain. Psh. Puddle. All right, I got my part 1 of 2 done, checked. Now I still have to do multiples of 3. Let's update this. Multiples of 3. Shuffle, I'm just manually shuffling myself. It's not mobile responsive yet, so let me show you. This is not mobile responsive. Look at that. If this were on your phone, that's how it looks. It's all squished. So that's not done yet. Add analytics, I gotta do that later. So this is my to-do list. Now there is one that I can do right now, and I'm gonna add it. Smooth scrolling. Okay. And why do I say that? There's this little up button here. Let's click it. Boom, I'm just all the way at the top. So we're going to do this. We're going to add Mr. AI, or we're going to ask Mr. AI. In Tailwind, how do I do smooth scrolling to the top of the page? Mr. AI, please tell us. And I'm going to Google something now. Google. Oop, this is not what I wanted to Google. Day After Tomorrow. Yeah, let's look. So Day After Tomorrow is an American science fiction disaster film. And my question is, was there a book story based on? Oh, it was based on this. Oh, I'm not thinking about The Day After Tomorrow. What is the one with Tom Cruise? Okay. Tom Cruise, Day After Tomorrow. It's not Day After Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, so now Edge of Tomorrow is by a Japanese, is based on a Japanese, lightly based on, loosely, on a Japanese light novel. All You Need Is Kill. Okay, so this was what I was thinking of. Has nothing to do with Asete. But there we go. You were thinking Edge of Tomorrow. Oh my God, Fenwick, yes. How'd you know? And the Japanese story is named All You Need. Oh my God, Fenwick, you're faster than Wikipedia. You got that faster than I figured it out with Wikipedia. How did you know? Did you watch it? All right, Mr. AI. AI-san. Let me see what your solution is. How do I do smooth scrolling? You add an anchor. I already did that. That's what this anchor does. And then you want to say smooth scroll top. Oh my God. And then you add a script. Oh my God. Do I really have to add a script to do this? Is there a better way? Okay, I'm going to Google this. I don't like the answer, but it might be the only answer. Smooth scroll to top of HTML page. I'm not a fan of their answer, but let's find out. There's this. Okay, this seems better. This Google's AI is better. Sorry, Mr. AI. This looks better to me. Okay, so if I do that, it seems a lot simpler. So if I just go to my CSS and I have learning Japanese, and so I literally just say scroll behavior smooth. Save that. Open up chapter 8. Scroll a little bit. So at the top, you won't see up, right? I have it so that when you scroll, it'll appear. And then let's click it. That's what I wanted. Wow. Great job over complicating it, Mr. AI. This is way too complicated. I have to have a script. It has to do some stuff. I have to do all these things and read all this stuff. No, the answer was so simple. Here's the answer, you guys. I just added this. Scroll behavior smooth. That's it. Way better. All right. Sometimes AI is good. Sometimes AI is not good. Some Watson. Get status. Awesome. We have all these things. So the main thing that I did today, Oh, and let's go update our README. Smooth scrolling? Check. Perfect. I have that novel. Oh, wow, Fenwick. Do you like sci-fi? Because I love sci-fi. And there's a couple of sci-fi stories, especially out of Japan, that I feel like are very rare, that I really, really, really like. So have you heard of the author Project Ito? Yo, I hear an alert. What is the alert? Ragos just redeemed Hydrate. Hey, thank you, Ragos. I finally hear the alerts, you guys. It took so long for me to figure this out. Thank you, thank you. I'll go drink. I need to, you can hear it in my voice, can't you? I'm like coughing and stuff. I'm gonna go get a water as soon as we're done with this stream. But yeah, there's a Japanese sci-fi writer. His name was Project Ito, and he wrote the Metal Gear Solid series, and he also wrote some other books. And I'm just a huge fan of everything he's written. All right, guys. What, you don't have water? No, I drank all my water. My water's empty, so I'm gonna go downstairs and get some right after the stream. He novelized the Metal Gear Solid series. Exactly. That's what he did. Oh, Puddle. Puddle's coming in here with some water for me. Thank you. All right, I got some hydration. Much better. That helped a lot. Thanks for reminding me, Rogos. And thanks for testing out my my channel points. So, Puddle, my channel points are starting to work. Now I need to make custom rewards. Didn't mean to slam the door of the wind. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. All right, so I'm going to check out the changes that we made. So let's do this. So we added smooth scrolling. We updated our README. We added chapter 8. Those are the changes of the modified files. And then we added new files, chapter 8 for JavaScript and chapter 8 for the HTML. So the main thing here is add chapter 8 vocab words and fill out to-do list for Japanese study guides. That's a task, right? Enable smooth scrolling to Japanese study guide pages. That's it. That's what we worked on today. And I'll be able to publish this right after stream. Thank you guys for joining me on the stream. I really appreciate it. For, the beginning of the stream, like, it crashed. So thanks for coming back and helping me out in my learning of Japanese, helping me out in my learning to code, and also helping me figure out how to do these alerts. These alerts took a while, and I'm pretty happy with them now. All right, guys. I'm going to call that a stream. Thank you. And let's go see if there's anyone to raid. Who is on right now? All right, well, we have someone that I would love to raid. His name is Vember Nono. He's playing some Lego Legends, and he is a friend of the stream. He is a Washodo member, and he's going to go to TwitchCon in a couple of weeks, and we're probably going to see him at TwitchCon. So we're going to have this really fun IRL stream, and we're going to have all these events for Washodo, so I hope you guys can join us for that. It'll be in a couple weeks. Tyrannus, it's been fun listening in to you. Have a good night. Good night. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. All right, we're going to raid Vember No. I need a raid message. Raid message is going to be... What's the raid message? What's the raid message? It's time for Vember. Yes. Okay, that's going to be my raid message. And there you go. That's a raid message. It's time for Vember. Yes. See you guys there.